that it could only mean one thing. A king had been born, not just any king. The king, the one prophesied for centuries. And so they came, traveling for months across deserts and mountains, following a light that shouldn't have existed, carrying gifts meant for royalty, gold, frankincense, myrrh. When they finally arrived and knelt before that infant in the stable, they were kneeling before something the world had never seen before. But here's what makes this even stranger. They weren't the only ones who knew. Somewhere deep in the corridors of power, in the marble halls of King Herod's palace, a shadow stirred. Herod, paranoid, ruthless, a man who had murdered his own sons to protect his throne, heard the rumors, and he was terrified, not of an army, not of a rebellion, but of a baby. Because tyrants know something the rest of us forget. Ideas are more dangerous than swords, and prophecy, once it takes root, cannot be killed. So Herod did what tyrants do. He gave an order. Every male child under the age of 2 in Bethlehem and the surrounding region was to be slaughtered. Entire families destroyed, mothers wailing in the streets, blood on the stones. The massacre of the innocents. It's one of history's most horrific moments, and yet most people have never heard of it. Why? Because it was covered up, buried, erased from the official records. But the witnesses remembered, the mothers remembered, and 2,000 years later we're still uncovering the evidence. But the child, he survived, because his parents had been warned. In the dead of night they fled, refugees, immigrants, outsiders crossing the border into Egypt, a land that had once enslaved their ancestors. And there, in the shadow of the pyramids, the boy who would change the world grew up in hiding.